Hello, everybody. It's Caressa again, and I wanted to show you my new book I got, Disney Villains Color by Number. Great book. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, and I think you should get this book, but I want you to see for yourself why you might or might not want this book. First of all, the price I paid was about 13 bucks plus shipping on Amazon. But for the price, I don't know if you can see there, very thick book, very thick book. Lots of pages to color and lots of different villains from all your favorite movies. Well, maybe not all, but from a lot of different movies. You're not going to be wondering for choice in here. I'm going to skip the first few pages because it's got the solutions, and some people may not want to see that. But I'm just going to show you a few pages of what they look like, uncolored. There's some pages uncolored. I don't even know who this is. I'm a bit remiss on some of the newer characters because I've, up to around 2000s or so, I've lost track of the movies. I'm sorry. Like this is, they have some quote pages where they'll have like a villain and maybe some quotes. Those are some cute pages. But I'm going to show you my colored pages. I've been having a lot of fun in this. So this is, I believe his name is Dr. Facilier from, The Princess and the Frog. I haven't seen that one. Let me get the shine off of this. I did this one in colored pencil, and I did take a bit of license with, like here, you know, his hand is supposed to be completely brown, but I tried to make it look like it was glowing, so I did some orange there. And I've been shading in here. So, you know, it'll tell you, put his coat all maroon. But I, you know, of course, shade where I want to. The thing about this is, I do not recommend using colored pencil like I did here in this book. Even though I've been using colored pencil quite a bit in here. It doesn't want to take certain colored pencils, like Crayola brand. Nope, no go in here. I literally just... you put it down, you can't even see it. I don't know what's going on there. But my Color colored pencils work pretty good in here. Rose Art Premium, if you've got those work pretty good here. Prismacolor would probably work good as well. I haven't tried those yet on my book here. But I'm sure they would probably work pretty well. But yeah, I think this one came out pretty nice. This is with the Rose Art and some other like Crayola Gel FX pencils. This one like took 2 or 3 layers. No, this one didn't take 2 or 3 layers. This took 3 or 4 layers per everything. Like this took 3 or 4 layers. This took 3 or 4 layers, everything. So just so you know. Now this one, I'm not too keen on. And one of the reasons is there's a problem in this book where sometimes they just won't put numbers in certain places. Maybe it's too tiny, maybe it's too whatever, and they just won't put numbers, so you're kind of left guessing. And this one I had to keep looking back at the solution page to see what it was, what the color was. And sometimes I just made an educated guess. Sometimes I just was like, creative license, whatever, I'm doing what I want, and just filled it in whatevs. But yeah, that was a problem. And I don't know, this page is not my favorite. I don't know, maybe it's the abstract colors and I think it's the abstract colors for the characters in this. They just kind of look blah. I don't know, not my fave, but, you know, maybe somebody likes it. Alright, here's Cruella de Vil. This one is also in colored pencil. Let me get the shine off of it here. This one I think came out really well. I really worked hard on the fur, as you can see. This is supposed to be black fur, and this is supposed to be gray fur. Dark gray fur here. I did quite a bit of texturing, and then I highlighted with some eraser to kind of get more of that furry texture in there. I think it came out really well. I shaded quite a bit. Now this one was done with the Color colored pencils, so it only took about 3 layers, which I know for some people like 3 layers. My goodness, that's God's plenty. I'm never doing that. You don't have to. Use markers or something else. Don't torture yourself. This one is this from Fantasia? I'm guessing this is Fantasia. This one I did with a combination of, I think it was watercolor and alcohol markers. It's a bit streaky, but I will say one thing, this paper I think is good for markers. I think that it's pretty good for markers. It's pretty thick. I mean, not the thickest in the world, but it's pretty thick. I don't know if you can tell how thick that is. It's pretty thick. It still streaks, it's still marker. It'll still streak, but I do feel like it's more absorbent. It's better for markers. I think it looks a little richer, a little bit more vibrant on this paper. So that's a plus. If you're a marker person, you're in the good here. Here on the background, I didn't like how streaky the background came in, so I don't know if you can tell. I put some glitter like Twilight. For those of you who like what we do in the shadows, you know what I'm talking about. I put some glitter in the background. You can't really see it. It's just glitter, purple glitter marker over that. It's just, I don't know. And this is one of the quote pages I did. Queen of Hearts. You can see here, the O is a good example. The O, they put the top of it as orange and the bottom of it as red. So I was like, okay, so I just blended it. And it got a nice soft blend on that with the marker. So I'm really pleased with that. So I think that the marker worked with alcohol marker, by the way. So I do think that this paper is good for marker in that way, that you're going to get good blends. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry. I know I'm flipping back. But we got to mention it. Sometimes they put numbers in the wrong place. Okay? I'm sorry I forgot to mention this. Here on Cruella's hand, this pillow, okay? This pillow is supposed to be orange. You look at the solution, it's supposed to be orange. But right here, they put 2 different numbers. Number 5, which is like, let me look at my key here. Number 5, which is light yellow. They put that here for some reason, but the whole pillow is supposed to be orange. I don't know. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So there you go. That's pretty much the book. Now, for a second, we're going to talk about the colors. The color key. This is the color key. It folds out into the solutions, which I won't show you. And I just wanted to talk about the colors for a second. What do I think about the colors? Well, it's certainly a wide variety and very pretty. However, ignore this. My cat bit the corner of the paper. I don't know. Anyway, so I just kind of swatched them out. I had trouble finding some colors that I liked. But here's the thing. I do feel like some of the colors are unnecessary. Like, pick one. You don't need both. Like, for instance, teal and blue-green. Are you kidding me? That's you know what I mean? That's practically the same thing. One is supposed to be lighter than the other, maybe. I feel like you need to do one. Lavender and light purple. Are you kidding me? Lavender, is supposed to be more red in this case for some reason. Again, pick one. I feel like there are some certain colors, that I just like. Light tan, pale pink, peach. Like the light tan color that they show, yeah, is very, like, I don't know. It's a very, some of the colors I feel like are difficult to find. Light tan, this bronze color. I don't know if you can see it from the reflection of the paper. Those were difficult colors to find. Finding a teal and a bright blue together. Like, if you're an alcohol marker person and you've got tons of alcohol markers, this ain't going to be a problem for you just swatching all this out. But if you're going with water-based markers or colored pencils, you're probably going to be like, oh, good Lord, do I have that color? Do I have that color? I mean, don't get me wrong, red and green, yeah, fine. But, this particular shade of bronze, this particular shade of light tan, as opposed to this tan, you know what I'm saying. So, any poo. But yeah, that is the Disney Villains Color by Number book. I really hope you guys enjoyed your time with me today, and I hope you will come back for more coloring in Coloring by Number and Coloring by Whatever. And I hope you guys had fun here today, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.